So this is extremely unfortunate, and I have to do a video about it because Microsoft is actually warning people, and I'm seeing a lot of this come up, and it's not good, right? Like, there's no other real way to kind of put this. This is not good at all. And, for me, when I'm looking at this stuff and I'm going, okay, this could happen to a lot of people, because I know people that do this and utilize this. It's not against the rules technically, and yet Microsoft is really, really kind of sticking it to people in an extremely bad way. I'm sure you guys want to get into it, though. You want to hear what's going on, no doubt. I'm Crap Gamer. This is Crap Gamer Reviews with another video. Thank you so much for joining me. I do daily gaming content. Think about that for a second. Content on the daily, right? And if you guys enjoy that, I try to be fun yet informative. If you guys enjoy that kind of take, please, go ahead and, like the video, share it out, subscribe, all that kind of good stuff. It helps out the channel tremendously. And as always, means a lot to me personally. So yeah, thank you guys for rocking out with me and, just being awesome. It really does just mean the world to me. So, with all the stuff going on at Microsoft, losing the exclusive games and, all this kind of stuff and not really kind of coming through in a lot of ways that I think a lot of us were expecting them to come through. That's a bit of a downer, and so when you see stuff like this pop up, it makes you kind of question Microsoft as a whole, so basically Xbox players are being banned indefinitely for using a VPN. So if you guys didn't know what a VPN is, a lot of people use these. Some people will use a VPN to download games from a different region or to get a better deal on games and things like that from a different region. There's, and it's weird because there's nothing specific against it. But anyway, the use of a VPN is nothing surprising in this day and age, and there's all sorts of reasons why you might want to go down that route. But some Xbox fans are being warned that it could lead to an indefinite ban if you do so. This originates from the Xbox price comparison website Xbox Now, which is displaying a warning on its front page that suggests not to use a VPN at the moment because some people from their Discord were currently banned indefinitely for using a VPN. A user on there took to the platform, Discord platform, to explain the circumstances, and this is what he said. Last night, my access to the Xbox Live service was suspended because I allegedly violated Xbox community standards. This means I can no longer use my Microsoft account to log into Xbox.com through xCloud or on the console, resulting in the loss of my prepaid subscriptions, apps, and games. I only use the Xbox Online service sporadically, mainly for testing xCloud and updating apps and games, so I'm fairly certain why I was banned. For some time now, Microsoft has been determining a user's location based on the IP address used for the Xbox service, which in turn sets the region for the Xbox profile. The region then dictates which Xbox store you can spend your money in. Since November of 2023, I've been using a different ID to reroute a VPN to reroute the domains of Microsoft and Xbox through a VPN, tricking Microsoft into believing that I lived in Argentina. Although this practice is not explicitly forbidden by the Xbox community standards, it is most likely the reason behind my suspension. I was aware of the risks involved and do not regret my decision. I'm sharing this information in the hope that it raises awareness and prompts action against such measures, while also urging anyone considering this approach to be carefully weigh and any potential consequences. Now, listen, this is what I'm saying, guys. Some people will use, some of these VPNs from different areas to get cheaper, like Game Pass or whatever, because it's much cheaper in some of these other areas. And so when that's the case, you can see why people would actually kind of go down that route or whatever. But for me, I don't do that personally. But it does kind of suck to see that, people would possibly lose their games. I would lose my ever-loving shit if that happened to me because, at the end of the day, one, there's nothing specifically forbidding it. Two, I have literally thousands of games tied to my account. So I would lose access to everything. And so, yeah, I would be majorly pissed off if that happened, But again, I just want to send this out here as a bit of a warning because, again, what we're starting to see is this kind of thing pop up more and more, and people are very much at risk of losing their games and, everything. I hate seeing Microsoft kind of do this. I'm sure they look at this as like people kind of abusing the system or whatever. And it's like anytime you have a product that's available, worldwide or something, for me anyway, I look at this and I go, well, yeah, obviously people were going to try to save money and, take advantage of it. And if you don't specifically forbid it or say, hey, you'll get banned if you do this, well, yeah, people are going to go out there and do it, and that's basically what we've been seeing right now. So there's still a user banned at this time, or that user still banned at this time, but they shared an update from another user who recently got their account reinstated, and Microsoft actually provided a detailed explanation behind it. According to Xbox's support team, that particular ban was for, quote, exploiting the differences in pricing on the Xbox store rather than anything specific to the VPN. But again, that's all tied to the VPN because you're using a VPN to get cheaper prices, and Microsoft doesn't want that. They want to get every last nickel and dime and penny that they can from the fans and things like that. So yeah, that is really, really unfortunate that that's happening. And at the end of the day, that could really cost some people a lot of money in their games and things like that. I also think it looks incredibly petty to Microsoft on Microsoft's part. Microsoft, realistically, the way they've kind of handled these things, just to me anyway, just does not look great. And at the end of the day, you just kind of have to kind of question what Microsoft's thought process is behind doing this. You know what I mean? I just honestly think that that they're really kind of putting people in a bad spot, and I hope that that Microsoft goes back and kind of understands what they're doing is wrong and kind of fixes this before too long. They need to actually go out there and make sure that gamers have access to do this. I'm sure it's not everybody that's doing this, but you still have to be able to have something going on there that allows people to kind of do this if they want to. Listen, I couldn't care less about saving a couple bucks here or there by using a VPN or whatever, but like some people want to go out there and do it, and I can understand that. And at the end of the day, that's really kind of what's going to happen in the future with Xbox. I don't know. People always ask me what I think is going to happen to Xbox, and I tell them, I honestly have no clue. If I knew, I would tell you guys, but I'm not a prognosticator, so it's hard saying. But anyway, Microsoft's response was this. This account was suspended for fraudulent acquisition or use of Xbox content. In this instance, your account was found to be purchasing content from out-of-region marketplaces, exploiting the difference in pricing between regions or countries that are not in the region or country of the account. As a sign of trust and good faith, we will be lifting the permanent account suspension and trust that this account and other accounts and devices that you own do not participate in these types of fraudulent activities. So, despite this, they say that they want to stress that the Xbox community standards do not actually prohibit this practice, and the rule cited is essentially fabricated, which is a key source of the frustration when it comes to these bans and things. Looking at it from either side, two things here. The first is that Microsoft needs to make it as clear as possible what the rules are surrounding VPNs and using different Xbox stores. The second is if you're thinking of buying games from an out-of-region marketplace, the safe bet is just to avoid it entirely. You might save a little money in the long run, but the evidence clearly shows that a risk of a permanent ban is something that could happen. And so, yeah, avoid it at all costs. I just think that it doesn't make sense to go out there and do that. We're starting to see this pop up more and more. And, hopefully we can see something, change from this. Microsoft isn't exactly the clearest when it comes to these things. So, again, fingers crossed. If you did get banned, let me know down below. Hopefully you didn't. But I would love to hear the thoughts and opinions on this stuff. So I would take the Microsoft warnings seriously. So let me know what you guys think. I appreciate it. Make sure you guys have a great day. Rack them up, fact them up. Crap Gamer him up. I appreciate you guys. Crap Gamer, out.